Good morning, Southern California.
It's currently 6:01 a.m. and sunny skies in beautiful SoCal.
You know, Troy, my morning wasn't the best.
Why is that, Isaiah? Could you not get your pants on again?
No, my daughter spilled coffee all over my shirt. That's why I was late this morning.
Oh, little Sally. She's always making you late.
Now let's cut to the beach report with Zach.
Thank you, Isaiah. I'm Zach Burton here with your beach report. As you can see, there are no waves behind me, and they lied about the weather. It is actually raining very hard down here. I would not advise surfing today. I'm here with someone who surfed earlier today. What's your name?
Brett.
Brett, how was the swell earlier, and were you able to catch any waves?
Oh yeah, dude. The swell was gnarly, dude. I've been here since like 4 a.m., man. Dude, there's some like 8-footers out there. I took like 10, man. Snaked out a bunch of kids out there, dude. It was gnarly, man. Probably the best day I've seen all year for sure. And so if you're seeing this, don't come. You're not welcome.
Thanks, Brett. I think that's enough. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Zach. We'll have more for you after this short break.
Deer. I'm eating some grub, minding my own business. And then I come across this thing. And I walk out into the middle of the street. It's distracting. And I freeze. Because that's what we deer do.
You don't have Allstate. You can be paying for this yourself.
Everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Quench your thirst.
Gatorade. That's G.
Welcome back, SoCal. Let's talk about some sports.
You know, the Dodgers haven't been playing their best lately, Troy. Hopefully they can pick up the pace.
Well, on the other hand, Isaiah, the Warriors just knocked the Spurs out of the playoffs.
Well, speaking of sports, here's Dylan with our sports report.
Thank you, Isaiah. Basketball playoffs have been crazy, and the NFL draft was full of madness, and predictions fell through the roof. The Red Sox fans have been hot this week, and sports are crazy right now. Starting off with the Red Sox versus Angels game Wednesday, two of the best teams in the will be faced off, and the game wasn't even close. The game ending 9-0 Red Sox is the victor. And now on to basketball. The Warriors head into the series with a 3-1 lead against the Spurs. And without Kawhi Leonard, the Spurs struggled all night long. And now to the NFL draft. For the first time in many years, the first draft pick and the last draft pick were both Heisman Trophy winners, with Baker Mayfield going to the Browns as the first draft pick and Lamar Jackson being one of the most underrated picks in the first round, heading to the Ravens as the 32nd.
And here we go to the come on, man. Starting off with the Georgia versus Kentucky game, quarterback floats the ball to the ref and nails him right in the head. Hat flies off. He's a goner. Now the Broncos throws the ball out of bounds. Poor guy on the sideline. Right in the noggin. Here we go. At the Kansas City game. Cameraman just trucks that girl. Devontae Freeman trucks the cameraman. Come on, man. Don't fall like that. Come on, man. All right, here we go. Matt Hasselbeck. It's his birthday. He thinks it's a nice little cake. Tries to smash his face in it. That's not a real cake. Gets a nice little bruise. And here we go on the Pontiac Silverdome. They try and blow it up, but it just does not want to fall. And then we go over to the Georgia Silverdome, and Marta Bus just happens to pull up just in time, right as it's falling. Bad timing. Come on, man. All right, here we go. Florida versus Texas game. John Franklin III drops the ball before the goal line. Celebrating way too early. Come on, man. Bears block the field goal. Running it back. Gets down to the 1-yard line. Slows down. Gets stripped. Loses a touchdown. Come on, man. Now to the Auburn game, celebrating because they beat Alabama Fans trying to rush the field. Get stuck in the bushes. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, help me. Help me. Help me. I can't get through. Come on, girl. Oh. And she fell. Here we go. Washington State scores a touchdown. Fan jumps down. Starts mooning the crowd. Oof. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Ooh, that is nasty. Let's go to the flashback. Where did he get that from? Randy Moss. Mooning the crowd.
Going on in Lambeau Field. Hey, Cougar fans, keep your pants on. Come on, man.
Thanks, Dylan. Now we're here with Donald Trump. We're going to ask him some questions.
So, what are you going to do about building the wall, and how are you going to pay for it?
The wall, I think I'm just gonna have my friends south of the border pay for the wall. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
And Melania, with a good-looking wife like that, Donald, how did you get her?
First of all, it's Mr. President to you.
Sorry.
And Melania, well, that was more of a business deal, I'd say. And I also just have a lot of money, so she really liked that one.
All right. How do you feel about North Korea denuclearizing their country?
I feel pretty good about that because I feel like it's really gonna end the tension between the two countries.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Mr. President. Hope to see you make America great again.
Yes, thank you, and we'll be back shortly after this break.
Thanks for having me.
Wow, my favorite shoes. I've always wanted these. Like a good neighbor, State Farm was there. Hi, Anthony. How much does my discount double check save me?
About $150.
I don't have State Farm, but insurance find me money.
I got you $1. Oh, you gotta be quicker than that. Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that. Oh, you almost had it.
Ever since my husband been eating Lay's, he's been so happy he's been acting like a kid.
Have some Lay's. Have some Lay's.
Literally, he's become a child. A grown man acting like a child. I told you no Lay's before dinner.
No!
No.
No, I don't
It's challenging. As long as he's fed, he's happy.
And we're back. Well, lately politics has our heads spinning in all sorts of directions. So here's our political analyst, Chad, talking about a topic with CNN reporter Robert.
Hi, I'm Chad.
I'm Robert.
Nice to meet you, Robert. We're going to be talking about gun control today.
Okay.
First off, it's not a gun control problem, it's a societal problem. We've had the right to bear arms since 1776, and we are just now having this problem.
Okay,
What do you have against that?
But look at the law. Look at when the law was made. The law was made in what? 1700 something, whatever?
So is the First Amendment, what, are you only allowed to write mail to each other? Then you're not allowed to freaking post on the internet either. You can censor anything over there, can't you?
Okay, but look at when the law was written. That doesn't apply here. You're talking about two different amendments now. Okay? If you look at the Second Amendment and when it was built, that was back when we didn't have like a strong government,
actually,
police force and everything to government presence with a government like fully like funded military like how we have now. Look at the budget. Over half of our budget goes just towards our freaking military. We have people to protect us now. We don't need a well-regulated militia to protect us.
What are you?
So we don't.
If you're in a defensible position,
guns.
let's say you're in a mass shooting, right? You're sitting there. Are you going to call the cops, wait 10 minutes while your coworkers are getting shot in the head? Or are you going to freaking be stoked when your homie over there pulls out a gun and starts lighting them up too?
I don't want my homie to go over there and start lighting them up too. I want to get the heck out of the building before I get shot.
All right, well, you're going to get shot running out of the building if you don't have somebody firing back.
No, you throw a stapler and you hit him in the head and you dip.
Okay, wow, that stapler's going to do a ton of little dip and dodge and then
okay, yeah, but how many people are carrying guns to work, and how many people allow that? That's like saying, okay, yeah, there's a shooting at a church. Okay, everyone's just gonna pull out a gun and start shooting the dude.
Actually, the shooting at the church in Sutherland was stopped by a man with an AR-15 that was just a citizen that heard the shooting and walked over and ended the shooting.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the church, was he?
No, but he was next to the church.
Yeah, so that just happened to be a coincidence.
Okay, but let's say he didn't.
Church and he happened to have an AR.
Let's say he didn't.
There's a lot of variables. Okay.
Let's say he didn't have the gun. Let's say he wasn't allowed to have that gun. Those poor people would have been massacred. All of them, every single one of them. But that man was allowed to have a gun, and he went over and stopped it.
Okay.
Moving on to a different topic, we're talking about the Trump presidency so far in general. In my opinion, he has done a very good job. He has ended
Good
the
job.
war with
$2 trillion added to the national debt is a good job.
Obama added $12 trillion to the debt, and you're talking
Okay,
about
yeah, in 8 years, he hasn't even been in office more than like 6 months.
Okay,
and
but
he's
on
already
the
added
first
$2
note,
trillion. He's on his.
He's
freaking
ended
way
the
to-
war with South Korea, and our economy is booming. Low.
Okay, we're not talking about
unemployment is at an
No, we're
all-time
talking
low.
about he's already added over $2 trillion to the national debt.
That has
He's
nothing
adding
to do.
he's
nothing to do with
putting in
his-
place more tax cuts, which is screwing our
Oh, I'm
economy
sorry.
even
You don't
more.
like money in your pocket?
No, I do like money in my pocket, but when it's screwing us over,
It's
for
not their
our
money to have.
children and our
It's
future,
not their money to have.
Okay, but
They
every
need
time
to
you take
cut-
away,
They
every
need to
time-
cut
every
spending
time
rather.
you-
They need to cut spending on
Okay, they
stupid
do
legislation
need to
and stupid
stop.
inspections that are unnecessary.
That okay, I
rather
can
than
agree with that.
rather
but
than
taking-
stealing my money that I worked hard
Okay,
for.
but adding more tax cuts screws us over in the long run. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why?
We have the perfect amount of tax cuts right now. The tax bill
No.
is
No.
perfect.
Him
It's
adding more
working
tax
great.
cuts is just screwing us over because every time he adds a tax cut, that's less revenue the government is bringing in.
The
and
biggest problem is we need to
more
cut
money we have to
spending.
borrow.
You're not seeing the whole.
Okay,
you're
yeah,
looking
but
at.
that's not what
You're
he's
looking
doing.
at.
I'm saying,
Oh,
yeah,
we're screwed.
I agree
You're
that
not
we
looking
do
at
need
the
to
whole
do that,
thing
but
right
doing
here.
the tax cuts is just screwing over the economy because
You're looking
the
through a
more
little
tax
pinhole,
cuts,
bro.
the
You
more
gotta
money
see
we
the big
have,
view. The
but
big
the
view
less
here
money the
is
government
that
has. The more money they have to borrow, the more money they have to take, and the less money they're putting.
You're looking
towards
big
our
government,
already
here,
debt.
dude. The big government doesn't matter. What matters is the
The big
American
government
people.
doesn't matter?
The
The
American
people do
people
matter.
matter.
Yeah, the American
exactly.
people do
and
matter.
the American people are happier
Okay,
than ever,
but-
and they're having more money in their pockets.
Okay,
And the
okay,
government
happiness
right now,
lasting
just
for
because the
what?
government can't steal all
Happiness
our
lasting
money.
for 10 years is better than, the future of our country as a whole over the next 100 years.
All right, well
plus.
let's move on. Let's move on. Anyways, so now let's talk denuclearization with South Korea. Do you have anything to say on that?
I think that you can come talk to me about it when he actually does.
I'm sorry he wasn't able to do it in 10 minutes. I think he should get a new Nobel Peace Prize.
Give a Nobel Peace Prize
Because
to
he
Michael
ended
Jordan
a war
for
that
being such a
lasted
god
for
in sports.
60 years.
Don't,
Bro, I don't understand your point of view. Like,
I don't understand your point of view.
Bro, are you serious?
Are you serious right now? Denuclearization? He hasn't done anything.
Yeah, bro.
He hasn't done
Serious?
anything. $2
All
trillion
right, we gotta
in
go
6
back to
months?
you in the studio, but this was a
Get
good
back to the
talk.
studio. This is
Nice
about to be a
meeting you.
fist fight.
Well, that got very out of hand, but they did have some good points.
Yeah, I agree. Politics are crazy these days. What about the weather out there in SoCal? Here's Gabby with our weather report.
Hello, and here's today's weather report. Today we have blue skies and a mild wind up to 2 miles per hour with a high of 67 degrees and a low of 58 degrees. Now let's take a look at the weather at the beach. Looks like cloudy skies with a mild wind as a high of 70 degrees and a low of 66 degrees. The weather for this week consists of sunny days all across the board and with temperatures in the mid 60s and low 70s with slight winds up to 5 miles per hour. Back to you guys.
Wow, what a beautiful week ahead of us.
Yeah, pretty amazing living out here. We'll be right back after this short break.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Sounds like a really good deal.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm.
Really? Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm. What are you wearing?
Khakis.
Well, she sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
No matter where they are, the restless imagine being somewhere else. And when they get there, they do things most people can only imagine. That's why we made the all-new Jeep Cherokee with its exclusive select terrain system for class-leading capability wherever you find yourself.
Welcome back, SoCal.
Thank you, Troy. I'm up here with our weather report today. We just got a big old snowstorm up here in Big Bear, California. Most snow in SoCal, so you guys should grab your skis, snowboards, and come shred up here, bro. I've never seen snow before, but as you can see, it's great. Lots of fun. I think we have the snow coming down right now. Are you okay? Are you okay? Hey, how's the snow up there today?
It's about the best conditions up here in South Cal.
Where are you from?
Here.
Are you glad you made the trip up here today?
Not too really. It's not a lot of snow, but...
What's your name?
Alec.
Alec, where are you from?
Here.
Oh, yeah. Back to you.
Thanks, Zach, for the mountain report. The snow looks great up there.
We actually have a breaking news story of a car chase, so we're going to go straight to that. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm Troy Dobis.
I'm Isaiah Manos.
And we're signing off.